kicking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's Blunt's Rams going up against David Johnson's Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he's usually in a pretty good mood. Lad?
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit at the 28. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there. Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Here we go now. Over. Four down.
In motion right is John Brown.
I got left.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 50, it's Keenum. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On play action, it's Keenum. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Rams getting set to go now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back to throw here. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into... Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And tough starting field position here. After the interception, here's Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 50 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So give to the fullback on the dive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And on 2nd and 10 now. off as they run left side. And some room to roam now. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, L.A. Tavon Austin. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Halfback sent in motion. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. He's going to lock one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Back to throw, Keenum. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now give that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now Keenum. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Now Keenum. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, it's Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. John Brown, the man in motion right. Throwing is Keenum on third down. Got his man. It's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The final shot before the break. Keenum. It's complete to Williams. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it. This is a really important.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Here we go. Detroit. All right, now look at 56.
On second down, here's Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gutierrez. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on third down, Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now Austin. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Delaney Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the gun, it's Keenum throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Fitzgerald. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing is Keenum. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go now.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now it's Keenum. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Keenum on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will be taken down.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys in the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And he locates Walker, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Now it's Zuerlein to try the Ram field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, here we go.
To throw on second down is Keenum. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Let's go. 3. Over. Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Gun. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And now here's a carry heading left. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
I can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Keenum throwing on 2nd. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Flushed out right. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now let's go.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. It's Williams on the catch. Williams loses the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down.